What big eyes you have, the kind of eyes that drives wolves mad. So just to see that you don't get chased, I think I ought to walk with you for a ways. What full lips you have, they're sure to lure someone back. So until you get to Grandma's place, I think you ought to walk with me and be safe. I'm gonna keep my sheep suit on till I'm sure that you've been shown that I can be trusted walking with you alone. Little Red Riding Hood, I'd like to hold you if I could, but you might think I'm a big bad wolf, so I won't. What a big heart I have, the better to love you with. Oh, Little Red Riding Hood, even bad wolves can be good. I try to keep satisfied just to walk close by your side, and maybe you'll see things my way before we get to Grandma's place. Little Red Riding Hood, you sure are looking good. You're everything a big bad wolf could want. Little Red Riding Hood, I don't think little big girl should go walking in these spooky old woods alone. Little Red Riding Hood, Little Red Riding Hood, Little Red Riding Hood, Little Red Riding Hood.
Yes, sir, we promised you a great main event here tonight.
Andre, the China
WrestleMania! Hulkamania is running wild.
My God, what a run!
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to talk a little bit about Hell in a Cell. Hell in a Cell.
Someone's going straight to hell.
Oh my God, all the cliches. Do you have a match list for us there, Nick?
Yes, I do actually. I don't know if this is the correct order, but I do have a match list. We have Dolph Ziggler versus Cesaro in a 2 out of 3 falls for the Intercontinental Championship match. What are you guys thinking for that match?
All right, who do you think?
Okay, I go with Dolph Ziggler in this match. Clearly only on the point that you've seen them on Raw put Cesaro over. He defeated Ziggler, he pinned him, and I just feel because of the fact that they did that, they're showing you that Cesaro is capable of beating the Intercontinental Champion, but I think it's too early to strip Dolph Ziggler of the title.
I definitely agree. I see Dolph winning the first fall. I see Cesaro winning the second fall. I see the third fall going back and forth for a while, but Dolph will end up taking it with a zigzag at the end.
Yeah, that move's terrible. Let's see. I think the first 2 falls are going to be split, whatever order you want. I think it's going to happen quickly. Unexpected, pinfalls like a sunset flip or some kind of
roll up or something.
Small package, something stupid like that. And then the third fall is going to be a long dragged out battle between the two of them, but.
You see any shenanigans?
No shenanigans unless the Miz is going to get involved. But I don't see that getting involved because I think the Miz is going to have his whole handful later on. But
exactly.
I think I'm gonna go with the Superman on this one. I'm gonna go Cesaro.
Not a bad pick.
You can't go wrong in that match. I like both of those guys, but I feel Ziggler will in the end take the match.
No, normally, if I would say like 20 years ago, I would say, yeah, I think Ziggler, it's too early to take the title away from him. He hasn't had it long enough, blah, blah, blah. But it's not the same Intercontinental Championship no more. I mean, it's had no meaning in the last 20 years. It already flipped twice. I mean, Ziggler won it, then he lost it, and then he won it back. So, I mean...
Yep, exactly.
So what's not to say, what's not to say Cesaro wins it tonight and loses it to Ziggler tomorrow on Raw?
Which is quite possibly could happen. I feel that
sadly
it's
it's
obvious
very possible
for Cesaro to win this title, though.
Or you can see this is what's really going to piss me off. Ziggler wins, and then Cesaro wins the title on Raw tomorrow.
I can't stand that.
It's like, why are you giving free pay-per-view matches away on Raw?
Thank you. Why even purchase the WWE Network for only $9.99 a month when you could just see the matches the next night on Raw?
Yep.
Guaranteed
rematches. The only guaranteed rematch we still haven't seen was Randy Orton for the WWE Championship.
Oh, he'll get his.
He's still waiting. He's
and
still waiting for that
for
rematch
tonight.
Huh?
He has to fight for that number one contendership tonight.
No. I'm talking about when he lost the title to Daniel Bryan.
Oh yeah, I know.
He's still never had his rematch.
Yeah, and he should have had a rematch, and he should be the automatic number one contender right now.
Yeah, well,
maybe he is.
Yeah, who knows? All right.
Alrighty. On to the tag team championship match. We will see Goldust and Stardust, the craziest duo I've ever seen, take on the Usos for the titles, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to go with Goldust and Stardust in this one. I just don't see the Usos winning the titles back.
Same here. I'm going with Goldust and Stardust right now. They're running a high, my friend, and I don't know what the hell they're high on. But give me some.
They're high on something because those cosmic keys are. I don't even know what's going on.
Well, it's like the keys in Gauntlet. You got to find them, or you don't get out of the room. But I'm gonna go clean sweep. I'm gonna go with the Dustbusters.
Dustbusters, I love that name.
I love the gimmick, man. I love what Stardust brings to this duo and to the table every time he comes out. He's a weirdo. He's like me. I'm not that weird, but he's a weirdo.
Says who?
Alrighty, we also have a Bella Sister
piss match,
whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to call it a match because that would just be a disgrace to wrestling.
It's
but
called a
you're going to see Nikki Bella take on Brie Bella, with the loser has to be the winner's personal assistant for 30 days or be fired. I'm actually going to go with an evolution of a storyline here, and I'm actually going to go Nikki Bella wins this match. I just think Nikki Bella, having Brie as her assistant, works better in a storyline than having Nikki as Brie's assistant.
I'm going to go with Brie. I would love for her to turn the tables on the bitch Nikki, because she's been a bitch. She's so hot, but still a bitch.
I was just going to say, she's hot, but...
So is Brie. Okay, they're identical twins here. So it's not like I'm picking favorites. But I want to see the yes chant tonight. And we need Brie Bella to win to see the yes chant. And we need Nikki to do the yes chant. Nikki has to do the yes chant, because she's going to lose. And Brie needs to force her to.
I'm going to go with Nikki. The only way I would ever go with Brie in a match like this, if we knew Daniel Bryan was coming back and he would have an impact on this match.
Yeah.
But
I just think in a storyline form, I think Brie as a personal assistant works better.
I guess you could bring Daniel Bryan back in, I guess, another month or two, to kind of be the knight in shining armor to save his wife. Because, she endured a lot, and seen Daniel Bryan endure a lot when he was with the company, and he was still healthy, and all the crap they put him through, and then she kind of went through it. So I could see Daniel Bryan coming to her aid and trying to get himself back in the mix.
I just don't see Daniel Bryan in the picture unless he's going to be in the picture. He's not.
He won't be in the picture for a very long time. Especially if this whole especially with him possibly, if the rumors are true, having Tommy John surgery. He's not going to be back on TV for a long time.
And that Tommy John surgery is not even guaranteed to fix the issues. He's got some circulation issues in his arm.
And that's 12 to 14
Yeah, that's
months.
exactly what it is, and that's not guaranteeing anything.
Yeah, he's not going to have to go through the same rehab and downtime that a pitcher would because he's not using the same muscles and tendons that
there's a chance we might not see him for another year.
Right,
Yeah.
but we also, John Cena had his surgery and was back a month later.
It's a little different.
It's a little different.
That's a different injury because Daniel Bryan's is wrapped around his injury is wrapped around his neck.
He needs total revolution
Feeling.
of his arm, his elbow, his shoulder, his neck, his back. He's not a guy who can make up for the lack of mobility with muscle. You know, Cena could pick you up and throw you halfway across the ring because he's not that mobile that day, or his knees are bothering him. Daniel Bryan doesn't have that. He relies on his quickness, his speed, his agility, his able to pivot at any moment. And
Brie Bella should give him some loving then. Gotta get him.
All right,
yeah, please, next.
On to the next match. We have Sheamus taking on The Miz for The Miz's U.S. Championship, which, like we spoke about many times, just means absolutely nothing to me. I actually enjoy The Miz. I think the whole Damien Mizdow character is genius, but the U.S. Championship means absolutely garbage to me.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna go with The Miz in this one, though.
You think Miz is gonna win the title?
No, Miz has. I think Miz wins the title. Yes.
See, I think Sheamus wins, and I think Damien Mizdow turns on The Miz because
do I.
he's the more popular one of the two.
Okay.
Because I still feel the next United States champion is Rusev.
Okay, all right, that's fair enough. And you
I
have to
feel
have
like
a fate.
that's the totally wrong direction to go with Rusev.
No, it's not, because he's going to do the same thing again. Recycle, recycle.
I know.
They were going to do the same thing they did when who won it? The U.S. title, a Canadian
Cesaro?
guy. No, Canada. And they changed it to the Canadian Championship.
Lance Storm?
Lance Storm. So Rusev wins it and turns it into the Russian Championship.
Which could,
Okay.
okay, I could see it, but then, you're pushing Rusev. The guy hasn't lost a match yet.
And he's not going to.
But if he's not going to, why are you going to stick him with the U.S./Russian Championship when there's so much more opportunity
Because you
for him?
need a belt to preserve and solidify credibility. They did the same thing with Cesaro. They slapped the U.S. title around Cesaro's waist as soon as he started to get a little pop.
Yeah, but it didn't do anything for him.
It didn't do anything for him because they buried him right after that because he had some mouth issues in the locker room.
Right.
Okay? Rusev is getting the push of pushes. Okay? I haven't seen a guy get so much push.
Since Goldberg.
Well, that's a whole fucking different story there. But, since Lesnar. First time.
Yeah.
I mean, Rusev is getting the push. I mean, he's beating guys that... He's making guys like Mark Henry, Big E, Sheamus...
Jack Swagger.
And he's making them look like jobbers.
So are we all going to go with Rusev destroys Big Show tonight?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Rusev destroys Big Show. It's hands down what's going to happen.
See, I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen either.
I think Mark Henry is going to cost Big Show the match.
Inadvertently.
And it's going to cause a feud between Mark Henry and the Big Show.
Which,
and that's going to be pretty much going to be Mark Henry's last hurrah in WWE.
Which is the right thing
and
to do.
who knows, it might be Big Show's last hurrah, too.
It could be, but I think they're going to keep, just for public relations reasons, and I think they keep Big Show around until he calls it quits. But as far as physically,
Big Show will be involved in the company.
Yeah.
I just don't see him wrestling
I
much
just think
longer.
Mark Henry's done. I think he knows he's done. His contract is almost up, and I think his last hurrah will be against the Big Show. And I think it's gonna trigger tonight when Mark Henry inadvertently or intentionally, well, who knows, costs Big Show the match. I think the Big Show will get out of the finisher of Rusev.
Really?
But I think it's gonna be either, Mark Henry just gives him the world's strongest slam and walks out, and Rusev just turns around and goes, "What the hell?" and pins him.
I don't think he can get him up.
Yeah, I know he can get him up. He can get him up. He got Great Khali up.
Yeah.
And he's taller.
And less mobile.
Okay. Giraffe. But, yeah, so that's my pick. I mean, that's my pick. I mean,
Musa Bachka.
I said